Hi y'all, so I have morning voice because I'm just talking for the first time. I have my cup of joe and I just felt like journaling in this little journal and just kind of get my day started. Got a number of projects to do, including I'm going to do the video for this Saturday on all the Arteza iridescent colors, so I'm looking forward to doing that. And I have some other videos to do, so just thought I'd get started by doing some junk journaling, just some mindless fun work. So I just kind of went through, so this is the next page here. So I just kind of went through my my box of all my odds and ends here and just pulled out a few things before I turn the camera on. So let's put this here. Yeah, one of the things I'm just going to share with you guys really quickly is that something you probably don't know about me. And I guess in these times, I find that emotionally I'm probably a little bit more, I guess we could use the word triggered. I don't know. You know, so much going on in our world right now that you don't even want to think about it, more or less talk about it. But anyway, the reason why I even do what I do and have dedicated my life to the arts is because I don't think most of you even know this about me, but I didn't go to school for art. My first degree, I got an associate's in graphic design and photography. Just kind of deciding where I want to put things. And I really enjoyed getting that degree and all that good stuff. Let me put this down here like that. And then I went to undergraduate school because I guess I was young and, like they say, dumb. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And once I was in art school I realized I didn't want to go for a fine arts degree because I didn't like the fact that you were told how to draw, it was just like too much how to do something. And there was too many rights and wrongs about your own style. And I knew that I always just loved art. And I had my own personal conversation with art. And I just didn't like the idea that it was one thing to be shown how, techniques like we do here. I'm showing you techniques, but I'm not telling you how to create, like, oh, you've done that, that's wrong kind of thing. I've got to really have a problem with that. So I quickly said, I know I don't want to go to school for that. So, but I wanted to get my 4-year degree. So I've always liked archaeology, always wanted to be an archaeologist. So I love cultures, study of cultures. I like that down there like that. So I love the study of cultures and things like that. So I decided, I'm trying to decide this. I'll put this on there. That I would go study anthropology and minor in archaeology. That's what I did at the University of Maryland. And a really wonderful visiting archaeologist at the time, Dr. Ipakio, and he was a specialist in Benin archaeology and the art, the bronzes of Benin. And it was art. Ooh, it was art and archaeology. So I loved, oh boy, those classes with him were just incredible. All the papers I kept from college that I wrote, his are the only ones I kept, my archaeology ones. But anyhow, so I studied cultures and art, and I was always fascinated with the flow of money in society. Like, how does money really move through society, and what controls the movement of it? And what was interesting is I found that art, especially a few hundred years ago, art was such a big way that you could track the flow of money, believe it or not, like with the Medicis and all the, the royalty and what they spent money on and stuff like that. So it was really fascinating to me that actually money in cultures could be tracked through the arts. So during my learning and my studies at University of Maryland, I was, like I said, BSOS, Behavioral Sciences Department, because of my anthropology major. And I had the opportunity to go to So I'm going to do that there. I just kind of wanted to further collage on that little piece of brown paper that was stuck in there, that had been used just for cleaning off the jelly plate, really. And I think I also used it just to kind of, sop up paint when I was painting. And I always like the marks that those make. So but I wanted just to add a little something to it and give it a little bit more weight. And this is a tab page. So I think I'm going to put a pocket here. And I kind of pulled this out because I sort of liked this feel of it all. I have a few things. But I just like the coffee staining on here as well. So I don't really want to cover up too much of it. But at the same time, I want to put something down. So I think I'll make this into a pocket for sure. I was thinking about making this a pocket. But don't want this a pocket. I think I just want to make this a pocket. So anyway, yeah, so when it was time for me to do my advanced degree work, I applied to University of London in their School of Economics because of all this flow of money and culture, right? I'm trying to find, what do I want to use to back this? I was very fascinated with, I'm going to stick with this right now. This is a junk journal. I want to kind of keep it on the junk journal vibe. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll make this into a pocket. And I think the easiest way to do that is just to take my page over here. And let me just go ahead and get the pocket size I want. So anyway, I applied and I got accepted into their program. And the program I was interested in, it was financial institutions. And I specialized in financial forecasting, but I was able to really, I guess, specialize or, really focus in the flow of money in cultures. So I went and did advanced degree work at the London School of Economics and really thoroughly enjoyed it because I got to hang out in London and I really enjoyed that program. I had some incredible teachers. But so when I graduated, my first degree, my first job actually was in the DC government. Just figuring out how do I want to do this. Let's do it like that. I'm just backing this. What am I thinking about? Working for a council member, handling was an executive assistant actually, but handling his constituent service funds, his campaign funds, and a big part of his whole budget. And where I really liked working with forecasting and working with campaign funds and the best ways to use the funds and the constituent service. I really like the constituent services because you're really able to help people in the community. That's the part I liked about it the most. And he was very liberal. He was a very generous council member. So he really gave to his constituents. And so I really enjoyed that part of it. I'm trying to tear this in a raggedy sort of way. Let's see how we do. So anyway, I really enjoyed that part of it. But it was very stressful. It's just very stressful. I'm like, oh my God, I can't see myself working my whole life like this. Oh boy. So anyway, I went back into, I just started doing, studying book arts. And that's when I really got into apprenticing in book arts and handmade paper, and those were the times where those were coming back alive again, and we all studied and under very famous people. And actually back then we were all sort of learning together, and Hetty Cowell, who just wrote the book, is it Unfolded Book or something, or The Folded Book, she's pretty well known. We were all colleagues. We all would sit around the table and share our ideas. And she was really big into folding. I remember that. I thought that woman could do anything with a folded book, with a folded piece of paper. How do you make a book, so many books out of folded papers? But that's just how her mind thought. And we would all just hang out at various arts centers. And this time I was on the East Coast. And we would just create together. Her and another Sass Colby. She's out of Santa Fe. And so many people that you could look up and see their work. So that's what I just fell in love with. I'm like, this is what I'm going to do with my life. I'm going to get back into my art. So that's what I did. And I haven't looked back. I've never, aside from teaching at the Corcoran and at the Smithsonian, which I really love doing, I never actually had an official job. I've always done my art and just learned to, enjoy my life and make a living from it, that kind of thing. But kind of tab. But anyhow, but the old me still loves financial forecasting, and I love economics and stuff like that. So of course, as the times that we're living in right now with everything that's going on, it's just literally driving me crazy because you just see so much, and you just hope for things to be so different for people, and it's just seeming to be something else right now. I think I'm gonna make a tuck card using some of these elements. So anyway, one of the reasons why I do what I do, as I said, is because I got out of all of that because it was just as much as I like the creative aspect of money and financial forecasting, because interestingly enough, my brain finds that creative and fun. So much of the other stuff is stressful. So I love art. Of course, we love what we're doing, right? So it's made me get into this. And so during these times when there's so much going on, I've got to remind myself of why I've made the career choices that I did. And let me see. And that we just want to have fun. So I'm here to hang out with you guys and just have fun. And I have to remind myself of that as well, because I'm human, and I'm looking at the world out of my eyes as well, and sometimes it's very difficult for me not to, especially now, because we're all starting to get cabin fever in the house, trying to keep yourself entertained. And thank God I have you guys to hang out with and create, and I really do appreciate our community and our relationship. That's just one of these book pages that I've been gluing on, that I just folded in half this way, because I told you we were going to make some tuck cards and stuff out of them. So this one was ready, and I just kind of fitted this in. Fitted this. Oh my God, fitted this. Fitted it. Talk. Oh my goodness, I fit this in here. And that's a good height and everything. So now I'm going to just glue it up, and that's going to be my tuck spot. Okay, I like this. This works for me. So anyway, yeah. So it sounds like my phone is going off. So it's just an opportunity for me to even remind myself of why I do what I do, and why I've made the decisions in my life to do what I do. And so we're just going to have fun. We're not going to worry about, when we come together, we're not going to worry about the outside world. This is our time to just, right, focus on what we're doing, enjoying our time in our studios, and enjoying our family, and really being appreciative for all that we have and all those good things. But I just wanted to share that with you because I'm trying very hard not to even think about what's going on. So I thought it was a good opportunity to share another side of myself that you guys probably don't know. that I actually am an economist, an anthropological. I always think of myself as an anthropological economist because I like the history and the culture of our financial system. And that I've studied that. I have my degree in it. Not art. Probably didn't know that. Yep. It's all good though. Alrighty. I like that. Go ahead and cut this off. So using these folded book pages are really a good way to make tags and cards. And I know this isn't revolutionary. We've all been using book pages and things like that for. I was making sure that I didn't turn the video off. We've all been using it for, this is, you see people all over the place on the internet there using, just trying to figure out where I'm going to put some things. So that's going to go here. And then I'll just put a little piece underneath like that. Okay. So anyway, but this really does work well, this whole folded card thing, and just having those at the ready. When you want to make tuck cards or tags, things like that. And using the glue stick to glue them together, it makes it, when the glue dries, it makes a nice strong card. It's nice and stiff. Okay, I like. I'll do it there. I'm gonna get my work surface a mess. Okay. Alrighty. I have to say though, one of the things that I've used in the whole financial forecasting and understanding of the flow of money has been working with my clients in building their businesses, their art businesses, or ways in which they want to expand and being able to do trade shows or do shows or, exhibit their art more. I have a small group of people I work with. It's a small group because I don't want to do that full time. I like helping people develop their businesses, but I don't want to just do business coaching. Obviously, I like doing this, so I create my art too, and I like teaching. Yeah, and it's because I really do just kind of have a knack for understanding what. Let me just do this. What kind of how to make things come together. So I still want to, I know a number of you guys have reached out to me about the smaller group we were talking about doing, where we're just going to focus on, the business of art and, how you may want to be able to put your stuff out there a little bit more or whatever. We all have different goals around that. And I still plan on doing it. But I realized there's so much going on at the beginning of the year and all that's happening that I didn't want to do it halfway. I really wanted to be able, once we jumped in, to really commit to it. I'm still planning it. It's just, we'll get on the other side of a lot of this other stuff. Because I do enjoy that. I do enjoy, I'm going to put this over here. I do enjoy sort of looking at each individual situation and goals and desires, and this is what I want to see happen type of thing, and helping people realize that. So I have a client right now I'm working with. She's a very well-known journalist. She's had New York bestseller book. Her book was on the New York bestseller list for quite a long time. She lectures all over the world, and she's got a syndicated podcast. And we met up and got to talking at a conference, and before you knew it, she hired me. She says, "Oh my God, this is what I really need. I don't understand how to expand beyond what I'm doing," and blah, 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 and all that. So I've been working with her, and she's doing really, really well. Of course, she's done everything as we've discussed, and things are looking good. So I do enjoy those kind of projects quite a bit, because it's like helping people reach their dreams and their goals, especially people who are, creative. They're living their best life, and they just want to go to another level, but they're not really capturing the financial aspects of their business the way they want to. So what I do with the, here. So yeah, look at that. I love it. So we just made ourselves a nice little tag out of our paper book, and then just using, this just came in yesterday. Remember I told you guys I had ordered, I don't know if you remember, I ordered, because I really like this stuff. I get it from AliExpress. I don't think I'll be ordering I'm not ordering anything for a while. I'm just not ordering stuff, because you can't tell from one minute to the next, is stuff on it or isn't stuff on it. I mean, it's like so much going on. Okay, I'm not going to talk about it. I already said I wasn't going to talk about things, but that is practical, right? We order things, or don't we? So anyhow, it's in now, but I had quite a bit on. They're pretty much on the rolls, but I could see I was going to use this one up. So that was a good thing to put on the back of the journaling card. I like that. And in keeping with our theme, and the fact that I have this piece of tape just laying over there, let me go ahead and I think I'll put this on there. Let me go ahead and just put this down, since it's just hanging out by itself from where I tore it off of something else. And anyhow, so we just made this really kind of cool journaling card, which I like. So anyhow, some of you are probably thinking, Lord, what has this woman not done? But it's been a lot. I have a lot of things I haven't done that I'd like to. But the funny thing about it is, one of the things I was always inspired about when I was in high school studying was Leonardo da Vinci. I really was inspired by him because he was an artist, but he also was like a scientist and a creator, an inventor. And, he was a Renaissance man, right? And which meant, he did a number. His interests went in a number of different directions, and they were innovative, right? And I really like the idea of that. I like the idea that you didn't have to do just one thing, that you could do a number of things, and you could pursue different interests and not just be locked into one, okay, that's one career choice. Because I remember when I was in high school, that was very difficult for me when they said, the counselors would say, okay, now decide what you want to do. I'm like, well, I want to do a lot of things. How do you make a decision about what you want to do for your entire life? Like, I'm 15, 16-year-old, and I got to make a decision for what I want to do the rest of my life. That was just like mind-boggling for me. So anyway, put that on the bottom there, tape. So when I read his life, I'm like, yeah, I want to be like Leonardo. I want to do a number of different things, whatever it is my interest goes, because I trusted that, when you have your interests, if you look at them, they could look like you do a number of different things, but you'll find a core center. You'll find a central hub around why you like junk journaling and crocheting and gardening and maybe, cross-country biking and And where it means seems like it's all these different things, if you go to the core of yourself, you'll find exactly why all those things link for you. Because there's a central thing in them that you respond to. That was a big thing that I learned around my 30s. I really started understanding that. And so when I coach from that standpoint. I try to find out what's the central theme for the things that people are doing in their life. And then you create and you bring everything, your finances around that. And then it works, it's authentic, and you'll do well. So yeah, I have tried a lot of things. I've done a lot of things. But they all have a central theme. I could put that there. My little brass 3. I don't know. We'll leave it like this right now. So there we have it. I'm done. These 2 are ready to go. Oh, I know what I can do. I can use this. Let's put some gold there. How's that? This is that quill pen. I just plug it into my external battery pack. And I want to use this rose gold because this paper is nice and pinky. Kind of like. So I'll let this heat up. This is the quill pen, and let me see. This is what it is. A foil quill. I'll put a link for this as well. This one is the bold tip. So yeah, I saw Patty using these on her live, and I've been seeing them in the stores. And these things are like $49.99 at Michael's. So I would look at it, and I'm thinking, oh, that's kind of like a heat tool. And I had heat tools, and that I kind of played around and did different things. But I'm like, why do I want a $50 heat tool? Right? Then I saw Patty using it, and I think we're definitely each other's own enablers. So I was like, maybe I'll try it. So then I think Michael's had like a 60% off. Y'all, you might have seen the video where I bought it. So I bought it, and I'm like, okay, now it's like $19 or whatever, $18, whatever it was. And I really love it, but I had gotten the wrong tip. I think I had gotten the medium or the fine, because I was thinking like bold was going to be really big. But fine is so little. It's like a hair size. I thought, okay, that's not going to work. So I went back and I swapped it out for the bold. So I'm using the bold tip here. And that my Michaels didn't have a calligraphy tip, which Patty was also using at the time. And I really liked the way that one looked. So I since went on Amazon to order it, so I'll put the calligraphy tip for you guys if you're interested. But I thought I had ordered it, and I'm waiting for it to come. A few weeks go by. I'm like, where's that darn tip? And then I realized when I went on that I hadn't ordered it. I hadn't completed the process anyway. So. And then life happened, and different things, and I haven't yet gone back and ordered it. So there you have it. So you can see here, I might not have been pressing down hard enough. Okay, I'll show you what I did, and I'm going to do some more. Okay, you see it comes out better than that. Let me do this. I think I was so busy talking, I just didn't press down good because it's ready. Let's do this again. I'll do it right over it because why not? We like mark making, right? You can do the scripting. It comes out just fine. Okay, there, that's better. Yeah, there you go. So you can sort of see it. I marked over it, but you can sort of see. Kind of hard for it to show up because it looks like it doesn't look like the whole line is there with the light, but you can see how it is all there. So I have a piece of gold here too, so let me just do another piece right here. Okay, see, here's the gold over top of it. Here again, see, it's all there. It just doesn't look like it the way the light is hitting it. So I love this. I love the mark making that can be done. Oh, love it. See that? So we just took care of that little spot real quickly. Oh, I love it. Looks good. It's here again, like I said, you're looking down on it. It looks spotty because it's the way the light is hitting it. It looks kind of like it's not all there, but it really is. And that's just a beautiful place to put right on the side of our little card there. And even when I did it, I got a little bit of overprint that went on top of my black circle. See that little bit of that little gold right there? I love it. Okay. Alrighty, so there we have it. I feel like I want to put, you know me, every time I say I'm done, I want to put one of these past book tag or seals, stamps. Because I'm still, you know, I just love the mail art thing. I'm having a hard time not exploring it when I work. But so this would be a wonderful tag in it as well, right? We don't have to have it. So we put that down there. Put a little bit of glue. And so here's just another opportunity to make a tag for our books. Using a sort of abstract pattern. Yep, there we are. Perfect. And yet sort of making a passbook tag that actually, you know, has the writing on the back where we can write and keep track of stuff. So, okay, there we have it. Love it. All right, guys. Well, take care. Enjoy your day. There's more to come. Thank you guys for hanging out over here and supporting my work on Patreon. And, you know, it gives me an opportunity to hang out with you guys and share and just be a part of a really awesome community of creators. And let's just keep our head and our noses in our craft rooms and in our studios and and all the wonderful mess on our table. And we're just going to pray and for the world, but just try to have fun together, okay? All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Love you all. Take care, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.